Hi, I'm Phil Bridges, owner of Straight Arrow Repair. Ever want to know how a repairman fixes things? Well, come with me and I'll show you how I solve problems. Let's make things better together. So now we've cleaned the pan up and got all the junk off of it, and it's got a little bit left on it. What we're going to use now is just a regular silicone type stuff. Now you can go get the automotive. This is something that we had right here ready to go, and we've already used it once and it worked just fine. Silicone type. It's actually called Weather Max, and it will squeeze out all the excess. It really is not going to use very much of that. Probably be some mechanics going, oh my god, but it works. I don't have to drive miles into town,
and it's cheap.
Yeah, something we had.
And you don't have to hassle with putting a gasket on.
No, it worked just fine.
They fall out a lot when you go put them in.
All right.
In fact, they make a special type of silicone stuff like this we just put on to hold it in.
This tube here is like $7, $8, and probably pay that much for a little tiny tube. So anyway, we're going to put that in. It's going to squeeze out. We'll wipe it off, and we'll put all these bolts back in.
And then we'll move on to showing you how to fill the pumpkin.
And so much more yet to go.
What you'll need to fill the pumpkin, eh?
Right. You know, this.
A few of them, of the bolts here, already put on. But right now we're just hand tightening them. You can see the silicone we put on is just covering the hole. Just line it up, twist it in.
Put them all in loose and then tighten them down.
You're going to want to put your tags back on to identify what you had. So
we got one more bolt to go.
Yep. This bolt. Then you're going to want to tighten these down with your ratchet, obviously. But
don't got to be super tight, but tight.
You just don't want to leak your diff fluid out. So you get that on 5/6. No, this isn't a 5/16 socket. This is a 1/2 inch socket. Put that on, and then you're good to go.
Tighten it down.
We'll come back when we get that done. It's hard to see, but on the front side of your diff, at least on this truck, there on the right, on the driver's side, there's this little square on the front. This is where you fill in your fluids and everything. So we get that. So the driver's side, the front of the diff, not the back. What this little thing looks like. Make sure you use the right fluid, and if your diff, if you do or don't know if it's a limited slip vehicle, like your transmission's limited slip or not, put some additive in it anyways. It doesn't hurt.
We'll put that in first.
Put 1 quart of fluid in, then the additive, then the next quart of fluid.
Alright, I got, here's the, you can show them what we got.
Did you open it already?
Yep. Took the stuff out of it. You gotta take the wrapper inside of it out.
There's no wrapper in it.
On the inside there is.
No, there isn't.
Show the brand and all that.
It's 75W90, which is what is for this model.
Yep.
But a little bit hard to get in, but once you get it in, you just kind of let it go. Wish these bottles were cleared, because then you could see how much you had left. Anyways, you're going to do that for a little bit, so we'll come back whenever we're doing the next thing.
So now all of these have little seals inside of them here and here. You have to take it out. You take this off, take that out. Now what I've done is I cut this off already and then put this back in so it won't spill out. Did that with the limited slip, which she's fixing to show you.
Limited slip. This is pretty much just universal limited slip. There isn't like a specific. Kind of hard to find. At least AutoZone didn't have any of it. But you're just gonna take your cap off. I already removed the little cap. Just put all of it in there. Kind of hard to tell with this one when it's empty. I actually poked a hole in the back of it to get it room, but I think it's already out.
Dribbling some out.
Yeah, it's not exactly.
It's not a lot out.
I'm not exactly in it. I'm trying to look to see if I'm empty yet or not. Okay, I think I'm empty now. Alright. Next quart. It's approximately 2 quarts because you don't want to fill it up all the way. Anyways, same thing here. Just more 75 W90 going in. Can't really see there. We put 2 quarts in, and now we're moving on to the next thing. Remember, put your little plug back in. Don't need to tighten it all the way down. Just change fluids.
It's fill bridges. If you like what you saw, you think it might be helpful to somebody else, push that like button and let other people know what you and I now know. And we'll work together toward making a brighter future. And by the way, we're not Americans, we're Americans. See you next time.